Hi guys. In today's video, I want to talk about how, I've been creating these videos on this channel and other channels, and I haven't actually forgotten about my dreams and goals and my purpose in life, the thing that I really want to do. But it's I've not only put it onto the back burner, like I've switched off the gas and everything, you know. It's like something you put on a saucepan and you completely forget about it. So there are certain things that I wanted to do with my life. So I wanted to focus on my health, physical health, mental health, and certain areas in life. Like the way I explained it is like you have a hand like this, okay, and you've got 5 fingers. Now the 5 areas of life that you want to enhance the health of: financial health, mental health, physical, spiritual. Is it? Hang on. Mind, body, and spirit. Then there's financial, and then there's like social, relationships, that kind of things. But the palm is like my purpose in life. I'm interested in alchemy, life extension, creating an elixir of life or a system where you can extend life. So that's my real goal. But in order to reach that, you have to think about your health, right? You have to try and live as long as possible so you can reach that goal. You can't be an alchemist smoking fags, drinking alcohol, and living it up, because you won't live long enough to maybe to reach that goal. Who knows? So you have to focus on all these areas. You need money, so financial health or wealth is important. You have to have enough money to make those ends meet, and so then you can focus on alchemy. Let's just call it alchemy and life extension. But if I'm constantly, say for example, I'm making these videos or I'm working, then I can never ever pursue my life purpose, my dream. I can't work on it at all because I'm too busy trying to make money to make ends meet. And so I'm just going round in circles, like, they call it the rat race, so that I can pay my lousy bills. But if I could be freed of those responsibilities, those bills, then I can focus on the thing that I really want to focus on. And I have to have. It's good to have these 5 areas of life sorted. So mental health, physical health, spiritual, relationship or social, and wealth or financial. These all set you up or feed this thing here, the root, as it were, the root of your goal, your main goal in life, or my main goal in life. So, as you can see, if I wasn't creating videos, then I could focus on my mental health. I can focus more on my physical health. So, for example, I can go out and jog I can do some fasting. I can't fast when I'm when I have to use my brain to make a video to talk. I could, but it'll be difficult. So financial health, or I am focusing on that because I'm trying to make money, but I'm stuck. Because even if, let's say, even if I was making £1,000 a month, £2,000 a month, that's just enough maybe to pay for bills, for the dogs, for myself, when I go to the new house. And you're locked in. Every month you're in that rat race, you're locked in, you have to continuously keep it up in order to keep up that 10,000 would be good, that $2,000 a month or £2,000 a month. Even if, for example, let's say you became successful, you made 10,000 a month, you'd have to keep that up for, let's say, a year, 2 years, and then say, okay, to hell with this. Now I've got enough money so I can rest for 2 or 3 years and just focus on my dream. So what I'm saying is, you have to have money, or you have to have a rich kind of a person who can donate to your cause. Imagine if it's like a charity, and people donate to whatever you want to do. Then you're free to actually do that thing. But we're all stuck in this trap of um, of trying to make money in order to pay for the bills. But if you have a real goal in life, then paying for bills is just, yeah, it's okay. It's important. You have to pay for bills, your expenses. But what if you want more? What if you wanted to do something with your life? Bills get in the way. You have to pay for them. Unless you become self-sufficient, you don't need to pay for any bills. But what if you have to buy some equipment for alchemy or whatever you want to do? Then you need money. Unfortunately, or fortunately, this is the way it is. So initially I thought, okay, I'm going to contact Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all those guys, and explain to them what I'm doing to see if they will fund me. I can't promise that I can make the elixir of life, but if I do, then, I'll show them how I did it, and they can take it from there. But, there's no guarantee. So would they fund me? People like that, those philanthropists. I have to find people like that. But I said in another video, like it's kind of like I'm prostituting myself for views, and views make money. But I don't get enough views. I would need like something like 10,000, 10 to 20,000 views per video to get a decent amount of money, a few thousand a month, which will just about pay for my expenses, and maybe I can actually save some money a little bit. But again, as I said, that locks you into, oh, I can't stop doing this, otherwise I'm gonna lose all this money. So you end up becoming a slave of YouTube, a slave of, to be honest, subscribers as well, and viewers. Because once you start making money, it's not fun anymore. It becomes something that you don't want to lose because you need to pay your bills. I haven't reached that stage where I'm making $10,000 a month where it becomes really difficult to stop. Only making last month 73, no, this month that just passed £73, which is great. So it's like just over £2 a video. The month before that was 38, so it doesn't mean that this month I can double again. No, because my estimated income for this month has gone down to 69. It's only a few days in, but YouTube projects and it knows, judging by the views you're getting. It's gone down a little bit because I put some toy videos and they're getting really low. They're not making much money because they're not getting much views. But if I kept doing the in the car videos when I'm inside the car and talking about life, I would probably get the same, roughly 70, 73, something like that. But it's difficult to know what to talk about. But exactly, I don't do that. I just talk, and then afterwards I think, oh, okay, this is the title. But I'm really supposed to do it the other way around. Look at my analytics and see which videos do well. Like there's a video where I spoke about my sadness about, my aunt passing away or, being ill. And I got a lot of views for that, but I can't make that video all the time. What am I sad about in the next video? You kind of have to manipulate this algorithm and manipulate people so they come and watch. I know everyone does it. Everybody does it. That's the way to play the game on YouTube. But as is anything, I think it's a trap. As I said, you have to prostitute yourself in order to pay your bills. And we're all slaves. Unless you can come into some money and then do what you really want to do, and you have that financial freedom. You don't have to work just to pay the bills, and then the extra that you have left, you're probably so knackered you couldn't do anything with it anyway. You couldn't go on holiday, so tired. Like, with the YouTube business, there's no stopping. It's not like a 9 to 5 job. Like in the evening now, it's like 10 or 11 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. And I'm still here creating a video. I could be writing some goals and doing other things. It's just something that happens during the day, during the evening. You never stop. So if you wanted to go on holiday, even on holiday, you think, oh, this is a good video I can make. Let me just, you'd be sitting in a room, putting the mobile or camera on and recording yourself talking about something. Because that's what happens. Well, to me anyway. Once your brain focuses on one thing, it focuses on that thing and doesn't see anything else. It's just like dreaming about a red car, red Ferrari or Porsche or whatever. And then you start seeing red cars everywhere. Whereas before, you didn't really see those cars. Your brain kind of filters out all the other cars and then focuses on that. That becomes the center of attention. And the same thing with, when you're on YouTube, videos, titles, talking, or whatever you do becomes the center of attention, even though you don't want to think about it. You might be wanting to have a nice time with your family and you're thinking about videos. You might be wanting to have a nice time with your kids, and you think, oh, maybe I can film this. I can use it as B-roll. It's ridiculous, really. So it kind of takes over your life. And I think, as I said before, I need to focus on other things. I need to focus on my health, and physical health and mental health, emotional, spiritual, as I said, relationships, and on my, life purpose. Oh God, my eyes are so itchy. I think it's the dander, or the dust, or whatever. Because I just ate some wheat bread. Oh no, and some sardines. Another sleepless night then, in store, sniffling, not being able to breathe, because my nose is going to be blocked. Breathing through my mouth, waking up with a desert in my mouth, so dry. So I don't know what to do. Should I give up YouTube? Give up yet another thing? I'm constantly giving up things and then starting something new. I get excited, and then the excitement goes away, and I don't want to do that thing anymore. And so that's what happens with me with ADHD. Some might say, "What does this ADHD look like?" Well, that's what it looks like. If I look behind me, I've got a line of like shattered dreams, shattered goals. It's just, I've done nothing with my life. And then you see some people who are neurotypical, who focus on a goal. They do that thing constantly, even if it's boring, and they reach their goal. They're a millionaire, they're a successful football player, or whatever, a manager or a priest or whatever. I can never be a successful anything, because in order to reach that goal, there are certain steps that you have to take. And by the time I reach a few steps, I'm bored out of my brain. And then I fail, because my brain says, this is not exciting enough. Let's forget about this. Let's do something else. And that's because I don't have enough dopamine. My brain has a dopamine problem. So I suppose even if I try to focus on my life purpose, I will get bored doing that as well. So yeah, that's a good point, actually. I just realized myself, even if I do the thing that I'm supposed to do or I want to do, I might get bored doing that. I would get bored doing that. I don't know I don't know the way out, really. Keep doing videos, keep talking about my life. So then I thought, okay, maybe I start up a membership to make some money, to generate an income. YouTube will take, like, don't know, 30% or something like that. But at least, I can get an income, more of an income that I'm getting now, without uploading every day. Because I can't really upload every day. I don't have the energy. So what I do is, I am uploading every day at the moment. But when there's going to be periods when I have no energy, or I might get the flu, or I might feel ill. And so I have to stop for a week, 2 weeks, something like that. And so what I do is I create videos in a block. Like, in one day, I might create 3 videos. And so that's 3 days worth of content. So I have to always be ahead of myself, because I know something's going to come up where I'm sick for a week or 2 weeks or something happens. So at the moment, I'm up about a week and a half, a week and a bit. I don't know, about 9 days maybe. So if I could be ahead a month, a whole month ahead, that would be brilliant. So then I could, like every once in a while, rest for a few days and then start again. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. Don't know what to say either. I don't know if you guys have been, I mean, a lot of you guys probably work or have worked and realize what it's like to be in that rat race, not being able to come off. Because if you come off, you won't be able to pay the bills. So, I don't know, what's the way out? The way out is to create a business where you're earning enough money, like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 a month, and then save up enough money, so 100 grand or something like that, 200 grand, and then stop or slow down, and then focus on the thing that you really want to do. So then you've got the financial security there. You don't have to work for the next few years. So then you can focus on that goal. Alas, I don't have a 200 grand or whatever it is. So what do? I have to find a rich lady who can fund me. But even if you find a rich person, then they'll want something from you. They're investing in you. They're going to want something back. Knowing my luck, I'll find some rich old, like 80-year-old, 90-year-old woman with like no teeth. She'll want something back, all right? No, I couldn't bloody do that. Oh, just thinking about it is off-putting. I'm just joking. I'm not ageist. But I'm not going there, that's for sure. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. Really, at the moment, I'm stuck. So I'm going to write on this piece of paper not my ideas, the situation I'm in. I've always had this problem. Like, I like doing YouTube, but when you have to do it for money, it loses all the magic. Like, I used to be really good at art, and then I spoke to an artist, and he said, "Oh, the only rich artists are the dead ones." So he completely put me off. But then I thought for myself, oh, if I have to do it as a job, then I would find lots of pressure in it, and so it ceases to become art anymore. It's a job, it's a career, it's not art. There's no freedom there. There's no doing it when you feel like doing it. You have to perform all the time. So I don't know. I'm just gonna brainstorm now if I can. Listen to some music and brainstorm and see what ideas come up. I'll let you guys know if I come up with any brilliant ideas. If I can turn on hyper focus. I'm a bit tired, but if I can turn it on, then I'll let you guys know what I come up with. At the moment, hyper focus. I haven't even got normal focus. Okay, guys, thanks for listening, and good night or good morning, whenever this video catches you. And take care. Look after yourselves. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye.